So I'm here in the Northeast, and the weather's starting to get pretty nice, and so we're gonna go golfing tomorrow. As you can probably hear, it's pretty windy, so I'm not sure how well this video is gonna turn out, but I thought I would show you how to regrip a golf club. I've been regripping golf clubs for quite a few years. In no way am I a professional golf regripper, but I thought maybe you guys would like to see. It's pretty easy. So let me just kind of take you through it. And what you can do is you can get one of these kits at Dick's Sporting Goods, $20. It comes with the grip solvent and some pre-cut tape, just like this, and works pretty well. And so what you want to do is get your golf club, and I ordered some fairway woods off of eBay and thought, you know, better put some new grips on them because I don't really care for the grips. So I'm going to start off with, you know, just kind of prep your area, get yourself some towels to lay out, and get yourself a carpenter's knife. And first thing I like to do is just start kind of cutting through this. And you don't have to worry about really cutting the shaft because there's grip tape underneath here. And quite honestly, any kind of scratches or anything that you put into the actual club itself, it's going to be hidden by the grips. So these ones here peel off pretty easy, and sometimes they can be a real pain in the butt. So you just got to kind of peel them off and work at them until you can get them off. Like I said, these are pretty cheap grips, so they're coming off easier than some of the more thicker, better grips. So like I said, there are many different ways, and there's a lot of professional tools. And so all you professional club regrippers, don't come at me because I'm using all these stuff that's available at home. But for you hobby guys that really just kind of want to regrip your clubs but maybe didn't really know how to do it or thought it was too complicated, it's really not. So once you get the grip off, you know, just throw it away. And then what you're left with the old grip tape. This is, in my opinion, this is the longest part, because the only way I know really to do it is just to kind of take your knife and just scrape it. And if you keep your knife at the proper angle, you're not going to cut into the shaft at all. You're not going to really put any scratches on there. You know, it's kind of like, you know, one of those windshield scraper type of deals where you're just kind of scraping along. It makes a little bit of a mess, but it's not that big of a deal. And this, like I said, this is the longest part. Probably takes 10 to 15 minutes to get it all, you know, scraped off. And so I'm not going to bore you with that because I have another one that I've already done. It's already been done, and so we just kind of give you a look. And you know, it's not perfect. It might still have a little bit of spots on it and whatnot, but as long as you get the most of it off, and then I just kind of, you know, take a paper towel and kind of wipe it and get any of the residual pieces off. You can use one of these Lysol wipes to kind of clean it up too. But once you've got it kind of clean and where you want it, you get yourself a piece of this grip tape here, and it's made so that you can peel it pretty easily. And so what I like to do is I just kind of take it and measure it out, peel one side, throw your junk away, and then really what you're doing is you're going to kind of leave about a 1/4 of an inch overlap at the top, and what you'll do is you'll tuck that down into the shaft, and then you're just kind of lining it up straight on the shaft like this with a little bit of overlap, and then you're just smoothing it out. You just work it with your thumb around the club. Take your time, just work the tape so that you don't get a bunch of wrinkles. Keep going. As you really don't want to get it all wrinkled up. That's, you know, you still can use it. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't have to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And then what you're going to see is the tape is going to overlap a little bit. And so what I like to do is I like to go ahead and peel it before I completely overlap it. And here you can see I'm just peeling it. It says it's not, you don't have to be perfect. Just get it unpeeled. I apologize for the wind in the background. This video may not even get posted, I don't know. But once you've done that, just kind of work it around with your fingers. It's a little tacky, but just work it around until you get the tape secured down. Just kind of make sure you don't get any air bubbles and that the seam is nice and tight. And then you can see up here around the top, we're just going to tuck it in, right? And all that does is kind of give you a little extra, I guess, a little extra protection at the top of your grip. Okay, once you've done that, get yourself a bowl or something, because this stuff's not cheap, and I like to save it. So what doesn't go into, you know, onto the club goes into the bowl, and then I'll pour it back in. So I got these nice Golf Pride jumbo grips from Dick's. And, you know, a lot of folks you'll see will put a T down here in the end to keep the grip solvent from pouring out. I don't even bother with that. I like to just pour the solvent in here best I can. Like I said, you don't have to be neat. And then I put my finger in the end and just kind of run it around, plug both ends. And then any of the extra solvent, I'll just pour it over this. And then I'll give a little bit extra on the tape just to make sure the tape's nice and wet. Once you've done that, the grip goes on real easy. You can see it just slides right on, right? Slides right on. And then what you want to do is obviously line it up. I like to take the Golf Pride, or whatever wording is on here, and really line it up with the club. And so what I'll often do is just set it down, line it up, make sure that my Golf Pride is right down the center for how I want the golf club to rest on the ground. As you can see here, got this. Give it a couple good taps on the ground, make sure it's good. And that's it. That is a golf club re-gripped. Just wipe off some of the excess, and the golf club is good to go. Shoot me some comments if you have some better ways to get rid of the grip tape, or you have any other ideas. Like I said, this is just my own way of doing things, and by all means, there's probably plenty other ways. So, thank you.